The whole thing kicks off at this random gas station. This guy's car is busted, so he goes in and asks the mechanic to fix it. But the mechanic is all like, nah, we're closed. The guy begs him, saying his dad is super sick and he's got to get there. So the mechanic, who's totally greedy, goes, you got cash? The guy says, yeah, so the mechanic fixes the car. But then he tries to charge the guy $200 for a tiny fix. The stranger just starts laughing. He's like, I knew you were a greedy dude, so I got something for you. He pulls out a gun, shoots the mechanic dead, drops the gun right there, and just takes off. So then the stranger drives to this bar owned by a guy named Slim. And it turns out Slim was the one who hired the stranger to kill the mechanic. The mechanic owed Slim a bunch of money and wasn't paying up. Oh, and while this is happening, some dude is fixing the lock on the bar because someone tried to break in the night before. We find out what they stole later, so just hang on. Inside the bar, we meet this girl, Marilyn. It's a super big day for her because her boyfriend, Travis, is coming to propose. She even baked him a cake. She's so excited she asks her boss, Slim, if she can leave early. The stranger is right there with Slim, but she doesn't really pay attention to them and just heads out. The stranger grabs his money and some weird chemical stuff from Slim and leaves too. Marilyn gets home and there's a message from Travis. He's like, my phone's about to die, but I'm on my way. So she plugs in her phone, gets all dolled up and decorates the house. And get this, we see that she keeps a gun in her house. Smart girl. Suddenly, she hears a weird noise at the door and gets scared, but it's just the wind. Cut to the stranger driving down the road. He decides it's a great time to do those drugs he got from Slim. While he's messing with that, he totally takes his eyes off the road and bam, he plows right into someone. His car smashes into a tree and his leg gets all messed up. He crawls out and sees the guys he hit. It's a total disaster. The guy's face is completely wrecked and there's blood everywhere. The stranger sees a single light on in the distance. Someone's home. He tries to bolt, but his car is dead. He tries the other guy's car, also dead. So he takes the keys out of the guy's pocket, puts them back in the guy's pocket, and drags the body into the woods to hide it. Back at Marilyn's place, she's all ready for her big night when someone starts banging on her door like a maniac. She knows it's not Travis. She doesn't open it, but then the person just comes in through the back door. It's the stranger. Turns out the light he saw was from her house. He grabs Marilyn and ties her to a chair. Meanwhile, the cops show up at Slim's bar to ask about the dead mechanic. Slim's like, wasn't me. I was here all day. The cops tell him the killer left the gun at the scene, and Slim gets this weird feeling. Why would a killer leave the evidence behind? Anyway, Marilyn's friend comes by her house to drop off the cake she left at the bar. She knocks, but nobody answers, so she just leaves it on the porch while the stranger is watching from inside. After she leaves, he just chills, drinks milk from the fridge, and starts looking around the house, and then he sees a picture. And you won't believe this. The guy he hit with his car? It's Travis, Marilyn's boyfriend. The stranger just wanted to get her car keys and run, but now he's in a huge mess. He asks Marilyn for the keys, and she tells him Travis has them. The same keys the stranger put back in Travis's pocket out in the woods. What an idiot. So now the stranger has to go back into the dark woods to find the body. While he's gone, Slim remembers his super special grandpa's gun he keeps in a box. He opens it, and it's gone. He totally freaks out and realizes what happened. The stranger didn't just break the lock on his bar, he stole his gun, used it to kill the mechanic, and left it there to frame him. The stranger double-crossed him. Okay, so the stranger's in the woods looking for Travis's body. But then he sees him. Travis is still alive. He's crawling, trying to get home. The stranger goes over to him, and Travis is so weak he just coughs, and a little blood splatters on the stranger. This sends the stranger into a rage, and he just beats Travis to death. He finally kills him, searches his pockets, and finds the car keys and the engagement ring. He takes the ring for himself. Just as he's trying to bury the body, Slim drives by. He sees the crashed cars and the blood and figures the stranger must be close. He sees the light from Marilyn's house and heads straight there. He gets to the house, calls Marilyn, and tells her Travis's car was in a wreck and he's missing. Then he asks her where the stranger is. And just as he says that, the stranger appears behind him with an axe and in one swing buries it in Slim's neck. Marilyn's screaming, covered in blood. She tries to run upstairs, but the stranger throws the axe right at her head. She ducks just in time, and it gets stuck in the door. She runs into a room and grabs her gun. As the stranger tries to open the door, she cocks it, and he hears the click. He knows she's armed, so he gets tricky. He goes downstairs and rattles the front door to make her think he left, but he just sneaks back upstairs and waits. When Marilyn thinks the coast is clear, she opens the door. The stranger jumps out and smashes her in the face, breaking her nose. The gun goes flying. As he raises the axe for another swing, Marilyn dives for the gun and shoots him. He knows he's dying. He pulls out his little drug packet for one last hit, but before he can even open it, Marilyn shoots him again, and it's over. As he falls, he takes the ring out of his pocket and tosses it in front of her. She recognizes it from the picture Travis showed her and just breaks down crying. And the stranger, seeing all this chaos, dies with this creepy smile on his face. The story just ends there, with the drugs he never got to take and the ring she never got to wear. Totally messed up.